We ask all to please stand in observance of our different religious groupings. And observe as a moment of silence. Amen. Let us have our seats. Ladies and gentlemen, the mayor of Paynesville, Honorable Decentralization. Community leaders, town chief, black leaders, secretaries, all heads of communities within Paynesville. I want to say welcome to this event. Today we've come to discuss a more detailed plan, something that brings to bear empowerment of our community leadership, something that will put all of us on the same path and to all work towards a better Paynesville. With this being said, I say welcome to Paynesville City Corporation. Welcome to our decentralization program, and we hope and pray that you have a good day and a more interactive one. Thank you very much. We now have a special statement by the Lord Mayor of Paynesville, Acting Mayor, Honorable Sigrid Gibson, Mayor, City of Paynesville.
Good afternoon. Greeting our community leaders. The Paynesville City Corporation is delighted in your positive response to our invitation today. Thank you for affording us the opportunity to discuss the decentralization plan for the city of Paynesville. A plan aimed at empowering our local community leadership, structures by ably running their communities and maintaining the law and order and cleanliness of this municipality. All of our communities will have the representation of community services, enforcement, solid waste management, and our technical department incorporated in their local leadership structures. Those serving in various capacities will on a regular basis report on activities in the communities, thereby creating a better representation and participation of citizens in the citizen development, as well as enabling effective structures within the municipality. On April 2nd, the decentralization plan was discussed and agreed upon by our legislative caucus. Today, we take a step forward in making sure that this dream becomes a reality. We believe community collaboration can be the best way forward and the best initiative for our municipality. I say thank you for maintaining the green, and we look forward to working with you. God bless you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. This is a very large place, so we have 5 each end. So we will not be taking much of your time. As you see, the program is very short. So we will go to the next item, which is the PowerPoint presentation by our decentralization consultant, Mr. Alexander Koko Anderson.
It's a blessing to be in the city of Paynesville today as a young man who was born in Paynesville City, raised up and schooled in Paynesville City. I'm proud to be a part of the administration of a very young woman, the youngest woman actually that has assumed the city mayor position of our city. Please, with just this little respect, let's give a hand of applause to this young, energetic, and patriotic citizen of Paynesville, Sigrid Gibson. For her farsightedness in trying to decentralize Paynesville City. This is what we call democratization. When somebody sees the need to get everybody involved, to enable effective citizenship. And I'm humbled to do the PowerPoint presentation today All right, thank you. As you can see, it's 1 year duration, and actually, this program will say 1 year because we intend to test the waters. The first time in Paynesville City that we have the youngest mayor and the corporation of funding or inadequate funding. The first time the Paynesville City Corporation was budgeted in the national budget was last year when the corporation received $150,000 United States dollars, which is very, very small. The second time this year, $500,000, which is almost nothing, the biggest city in Liberia. If you look around the city does not have vehicles. The city is very big. We are faced with a lot of challenges. We all know the challenges we are faced with. We want to open the alleys. How can we? We want to, build the roads. How can we? We want to clean the dirt. How can we? But with the minimum resources, just take a glance around you and see the transformation. This young woman has been working in 1 year since she took over. 1 year. You don't need a rocket scientist to tell you what you see around you. And based on that, the National Decentralization Policy Framework states that all municipalities, townships, and other cities should be what? Should be decentralized. The government's activities should be decentralized. But that policy is more like hanging in the air. But she has decided to tailor it down to the grassroots, to the local communities. And she sat down and said, well, how can we make Paynesville to be effectively governed when in fact we have less than 150 staff, employed staff, we don't have money, we don't have equipment. What I think we can do is to make sure we give power to the local community leadership and we train them so that they will be able to effectuate the development plans of Paynesville City. And through that, we were hired to consult. And by the grace of God, from February to March, we were able to do our baseline survey, and we came up with our strategic planning. And then we said, we cannot go ahead and roll this project out without bringing in the major stakeholders. There's absolutely no way a Democrat, as Madam Sibeth Gibson, will single-handedly go about making this thing work if the national legislators, the national legislators, the 5 districts, the 5 district representatives in Paynesville City are not totally involved. If the community leaders are not totally involved, because it is the community leaders that will eventually go back and invite the communities for everyone to get involved and tap into the process. So therefore, we came up with our objectives to ensure that the development drive of the city is effective, participatory, achieved, and I would like to add one little piece there that will enable effective citizenship. And to ensure that the citizens themselves catch and run with the PCC's development vision to create a good image and impact for city or impact in the city and who to bridge the gap between the PCC and Paynesvillians, thus strengthening the relationship with the public and the city corporation. strategic development, planning, and implementation activities. And this program intends to increase PCC's services and revenue generation, as well serve as a propeller to the PCC. We all know what happens when everybody agrees, when everybody has one voice, when everybody is involved. We know automatically things move. And by the time the PCC officers are not able to visit your community, you begin to find people and they come here to pay. And you know that we have enough money to do projects in the city. This project will be done, and now look at the strategies we're using for the project. So this project will be done by training and mentoring of local community leaderships in governance. Why do we want to train people in governance? Why it's true that many people here are leaders in your communities, but you may not clearly understand what leadership actually is. Some people are born as leaders. Other people are made to be leaders. Other people practice to be leaders. So, when you shall have gone through the leadership and governance training, you will understand your role as a leader, as a professional leader, coupled with your already natural leadership gifts that you have. Then we'll train you in conflict resolution. There are many conflict situations going on, especially leadership crisis in the various communities. I think we all know that, right? Okay, so PCC, like the judiciary, you have, I know how many cases on the docket, and most they come in there. So every day you bring in cases, you get resolved, and the lawyer never won't know. So we have to train you so that you'll be able to handle these small conflict cases. If you're not able to resolve conflict in the communities, you'll be able to either transform the conflict or manage the conflict. So those are things we're going to be looking at. Then we'll train you in the PCC edicts, or what we call the ordinance. Because if you're living in the city and you don't know the ordinance, how do you tell somebody about what you don't know? So you must have the knowledge before you share. Okay. Then gender. People say, why do people put gender down there? We put gender there because I think I'm a little bit happy with Paynesville City. Please clap for yourself. I'll tell you why. You know why I'm a little bit happy with Paynesville? I've traveled across the 15 political subdivisions of Liberia training people. Some places you go, you will see 1,000 men, you will see one woman. But today, we have seen that the gender stereotype is being broken, that women can provide good leadership, and is clearly manifested by the leadership of Madam Sibeth Gibson. Okay, now, so that men and women will have equal opportunities to be leaders in the community. That's the reason why we want to tell you about gender. All right. Then human rights. There are some human rights issues in the communities that have a linkage to the Constitution, that have a linkage to the PCC edicts or the ordinance and other laws. But if you don't understand human rights, it's difficult for you to find the linkage and how you can go about advocating for those rights. So it's also necessary. Then, basically, the last thing would be the core of ethics, which is one major strategy in this whole thing. All right, we have regular community meetings where the community leadership will come here in large numbers, just like this. You go to your communities, you have your own meetings. You come, the thing you and the people talk. You come to PCC, we have our own big meeting and they will be there to go back. So we have a regular, we find what time land, everything as the project unfolds. We have our time now to say leadership meeting with the mayor every this or every that. Leadership meetings in the community every this, every that. And you'll be reporting to the Paynesville City Corporation. There are people that will work for you. We'll also select 5 volunteers from each community. You will go and select 5 volunteers from each community and bring their names to us. People you trust, people who can work, people who are not expecting money, but they want to work because they love their country, they love their community, and they want to see like God moves forward, Paynesville City moves forward. Okay. Then we have the suggestion boxes. The suggestion boxes people in the community will put their views in. You write. You force to put your name there. You write anything you satisfy with, anything you not satisfy with, the way you want the community to go. And one thing I love about Gibson, when you go to our groups, you get one meeting there. Do not bring any problem to my office without a perceived solution. If you see something and say anything bad, in your heart you know I can make it good. So you read the thing I can make that bad and look good, or you put it inside and so we can help to move the city forward. Then we have competition. The cleanest community will award you. The cleanest church will award you. Every month, the cleanest box will award you. The cleanest school, the cleanest market. And so we'll move for here, the next people will have meeting with me and the LMA people there. Yeah. Because they don't can make time more than anybody in the city. So we'll have meeting with them too. So there are different strategies, and we select people who know about conflict resolution to be on a team of the ethics and grievances committee. When things come from in the community, they will handle it. Small problems, they will handle it. Okay, let's move on. Then we have our target group. We say this program will target local community leaders and who be volunteers, both male and female, legislators, marketeers, school leaders, religious leaders, and all. Then the program duration, we already know 1 year for now, the first phase of the program. Let's go. We're supposed to have our conclusion now. Okay, but we want to look at the volunteers criteria, because today you go back to your communities and you select 5 volunteers from each community, their names that you will submit to us. The 5 volunteers, either 3 will be women, 2 will be men, or 3 be men, 2 be women, because we can say 2.5 men, 2.5 women. How not possible? So we're doing it now. We want to have a great reflection of gender in our project. All right, the first criteria, it says good moral standing and integrity, willing, ready, able, and available, healthy and energetic, high school graduate and above, or be able to read and write, must be youthful, male or female, must be 18 and above, should have good communication skills. So other things there. Okay. Good communication skill. Presentable and modest. You can just appear any kind of way. Just a good person and you say you're doing well for PCC. No way. Law embody and respect human dignity and authority. Selfless. This is very important. And I want everybody to listen to it because we got one bad tendency in Liberia. We believe in Liberia that anytime they call community leadership, that for food or for money business. That's a bad tendency. Today, the American dream worked. Today, the Nigerian dream worked. Today, the Ghanaian dream worked because those who said they were making sacrifices, they were sacrificing their flesh and their blood, their sweat for a future generation. They did not put themselves in the picture. Every time community people gather, we think it's all this second compensation, second tea. I will gotta raise a project. If I ever see an annual project, no money. We do know our whole heart. So that was a selfless. You must put yourself first, be like Jesus Christ. Pour him before put yourself up. Get ready to die for your community. Selfless, patriotic, be loyal. Do it all with a sacrificial and serviceable mind to his or her community and people. And I will add something to the end. What I want to add is expecting nothing at the end. Expecting no material or financial rewards. Expecting no reward from God and the praises the people will give you. Community development oriented. Peacemaker and unifier. Able to work under pressure. Must not be a relative of community leaders. The community leader, you're laughing around. Must obtain clearance from the police and a letter of recommendation from faith-based organization, school, attending or last attended, and community leader. But I was talking to the mayor. The way the project going now, you know that somebody will relax for now. And then later, it gets stronger, and for example, that one they're talking about, you must go for a letter to school, to police, all of one, it's good. But we don't know one. Okay, so let's move on. The code of conduct. A lawyer told me today that he looked over the code of conduct, it's good, but it is not complete. So we'll read out a few lines of the code of conduct. We'll just run through it so you know what it is. When the lawyer gets through it, we send everybody here a copy. Number one, no community leader shall charge, detain, wound, or jail anyone for violating the PCC ordinance. We gave you the responsibility, we gave you the power to report, not to add a soil man or soil woman, or to abuse power. No. All violators shall be turned over to the PCC or relevant authorities. A reason why we say to report to PCC. No community leader shall collect taxes or carry out any financial transaction with anyone in the name of PCC. That's the reason why we put 5 different components of PCC in the community. We now put the financial department there. We have a financial department. All financial transactions related to PCC's operations shall be done at PCC. The community leaders can only refer the people to PCC. Let's go. With that? All community leaders shall ensure his or her community is secure, healthy, and clean. All community leaders must ensure that law and order is maintained in their local communities in consultation with PCC. Must assess the legitimacy and operations of all CBEs operating in the same community and report to the PCC. What we call CBE, I think some of us know about CBE, the community-based enterprise, right? All the community-based enterprises that will be operating in your community. Your community, how you call it? What is that? Waste, the solid waste management department will work with you and the volunteers in the community to make sure that even in the absence of the monitors, the direct monitors from PCC, anybody can tell you, say they ask them for the paper. You refer them straight to the monitor, straight to PCC to show whether that document again operating way in your community, whether they call it from PCC. Call up WhatsApp. Then, this one says, no community leader shall engage the media on issues relating to this agreement except discussed by both parties or authorized by PCC. They want a damage control. It's better we discuss the bad feeling you get from me that I get for you. Then for you to just jump off, you go get on the radio to tell the thing you're not supposed to talk. You must know that it's talking illegal. When you tell them, I wouldn't go, we happy. Because, seriously, then the legal bill will come inside. So, you must know everything you do, we have to be responsible leaders. Alright. No community leader shall, any community leader caught in corrupt or immoral acts or in violation of this partnership and agreement will be suspended and investigated. If guilty, discharged of his or her post. If it's beyond the PCC scope of operation, it will be referred to higher authority. Now, two key words down there. They say immoral. That the first one, some people will say, what does that mean by we say immoral? If you community leader, they say no sexual exploitation and abuse. And we hear they say one community leader rape one lady in the community or rape somebody in the community. We're not firing you, but we tell you to say, sit down here until we can investigate the case. You know why we say sit down here? You know why we say sit down here? We say sit down here because if people get angry, more violence and abuse, we can encourage in our society. We had a situation way up in Tiro, in Rivergia, they're training people. One of the community leaders was allegedly involved in rape case. So the people went, the county authority said, my man, sit down here till we go to the case. He said he will not sit down, he will be there until the case finishes the proving whether you're wrong or you're right. The first thing that happened because he sat down in the seat was the people refused to abide by authority. Because they thought he was a bad person. He could be bad, he could be true, but I'm in love with perfect. But because he was in the seat, while that thing was going on, the people refused to be loyal about it. The next thing they did was, at night, they gathered gangs. They came to the horse to bring the horse down. So by the time the community, the overall leader said, my man, go sit down, as long as he went to rest, all the tension cooled down. So when what happens, then we'll tell you he's sitting down, so we'll find out whether that's true or the lie only. Okay. Then the other one says there shall be a consultation between both parties regularly. All community community leaders shall conduct regular community meetings and report to PCC. So the same thing I said earlier on, that you do your own meeting, then we do some meeting here the same way. That's the only way we can keep engaged, and, and things can happen. All right, you still going? And the last one now. It said all community leaders must work with the PCC to sensitize their local community dwellers on the city ordinances, operations, and development through their meetings, intellectual forums, religious and other social gatherings, as well through listening to the talk with the PCC on 91.1 FM every Saturday 10:15 to 11:15 a.m. And what other one radio 5? What I work at Okay, in the evening? Yes. Every Saturday, Sunday. And another program called Community Outlook. Community Outlook on Radio 5, Tomo Fala radio station, Tonizo there. I want at 107.7, FM 107.7 every Sunday, 6 o'clock in the evening. So, if you come to town, you're sitting out to Lahore, all the things you want to hear about PCC, you will hear it. Everything you want to know about PCC, you know about it. So every community meeting, in a town like King Gray or Number Town and the way the yellow town and Quentin town and Member Town in a town meeting, the town crier will cry and tell the people about the thing there. In the regular communities, the leaders will also tell the people these things. And also encourage the residents to check up PCC's website. The PCC's website will be officially launched few weeks from now, right, Jenny? Few weeks from now. The next meeting we'll have, we'll get you the website, everything you check out PCC. PCC Facebook page, PCC Twitter page, etc. For more information as well. And make use of the suggestion boxes for their opinions on the operations and development of the city. All community leaders shall identify a spot for community dump site and regulate dumping activities along with PCC. You in your community, you know the best place that when you go there, okay, everybody will go dump there. Only you know where when you go there, okay, when you vote trouble will come. Only you know when you press your people, say when you get working folk, tie in bed, that's it. So basically, those are the things we have for now. The other thing is the schedule. But let's see if we can get in the next schedule because we got to tell them. Okay, today is the engagement meeting. Official engagement meeting. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Anyway, we'll figure out. I'm very sorry about that. That was the old schedule. But after the meeting with the representatives, we'll revamp the schedule. And we'll also give you the actual schedule because hereafter, you have to go back and we'll have a time frame for you to bring forth the names of your volunteers that will be trained along with you, people you are comfortable with to operate in the communities. And in conclusion, I want you all to know that the only way we can move Paynesville City forward is collectivity, teamwork. If that, when we network and move our city forward. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Back to the community. And select 5 persons. 5 persons. 1 person will come for city planning. 1 person will come mental health, one person will come to community service, one person will come to our solid waste department, and another person will come to enforcement. Each of the leaders of the communities will submit the 5 names to us. Koko will give us the submission deadline. Those 5 persons will come here for training. We heard you talking about the training, right? They will come here for training, and they will be trained in leadership and governance, because not all 5 persons they will give us are people who serve as leaders before. Some of them serve as leaders before, but they want to be leaders. Then they will get trained gender, because once you do certain work for PCC, we take our gender business serious. So if the representation of PCC in the community, you take your gender business serious too. So we train them in gender and all the small things we'll talk about. But each of them will be trained in the area that they represent. For those who represent center planning, the center planning here will be conducting a training to train their own center planning business. What is in page? The people who will be doing solid waste and sanitation building, the people will be also trained in sanitation too. How can they monitor the community sanitation ones? At the end of the training, we don't want like you will train you, then you go. You say, I said for PCC today, I don't do that. I get that. No. So you will sign each of them, 5 of them, will sign what Koko was talking about, the code of conduct. Because if you are a representation of PCC, there are certain standards we have. There are certain ways we conduct our business. Meaning, you must go in the same line. So those are the key things I want us to understand. Before the submission of the deadline for the submission of 5 names. Now, we also say that for the 5 names, there must be a gender balance. We know we get hard-working women, we get hard-working men. So what we say is, let's be for boot camp community. When boot camp is in the name, I'm just giving a hypothetical situation. I'm saying that what you can do exactly at boot camp. You will send us either 3 male and 2 female, or 3 females and 2 males. But there is one underlying factor. Those persons, all of them, one of them, they must be energized. Or be energized, I mean, little girl, and harder. Because for you to make sure you go to supervise all the different communities, nobody competent. You must be youthful, you must have strength. The person must also be credible. The reason you see they're asking for things like the person should bring who is clearance. It's simply because we don't want somebody who like the community. The people not really get respect for him. They will say, okay, PCC tattoo. Don't want to make a good sense. So when you point out that, gain pressure, you work for them. Or I will gain pressure, you work for them. Or we don't want to get a bad sense. So our community leaders here today now was a huge responsibility. That huge responsibility is to find people who represent your community. Who properly say, even the person for 10,000 miles away, say yes, and they will represent Pueblo. And they will represent you too. It's very important and very key that we send those kind of people. Then, let's take a quick look at the schedule. Now, today is the 14th. When you leave from here, you get the 15th, the 16th, the 17th, the 18th, the 19th, the 20th. The 21st are the deadline. So you can leave from here today for a general community meeting for community for you to discuss the 5 persons. Then after the general leadership meeting, you will send if they get email, you put it there. Then, after the 21st, we'll take that list, we'll compile it and you contact with them. So, on the 22nd, we'll talk to them, we invite them. Then, on the 23rd, we'll call and invite them. On the 24th, so we can be sure, we'll call the 5 person they are sending plus your. We don't have experience before where 5 person come, then they finish with 3 and go back. The community said, no, that wasn't enough. So we now want it like that. So we'll call the 5 person plus you. So that when they come, you can be on the 3 so they say, yeah, I'm community here. So we are aware that they are true representation of the community. And also, if we treat them as special license, there are things that you have a big process for us to go to. So the community leaders will get trained to with them. So you can have an understanding of what we're doing in PCC and what they will be doing in your community. Before one man who's representing sanitation and he say, you are going to 10 different places. So you, a community leader, can come and say, no. This is not what you're supposed to do. But there will always be a constant communication between the community leadership and the people. Always there will be a constant communication. So that's just a summary of what is important that I want you to understand. We ask Amos to please take one mic, the other mic. And we have our community interactions. Yes.
Thank you for the level of improvement in the organizational structure of the PCC. Do you think you could achieve your objectives in a given time period of 12 months with such a large municipality such as Paynesville?
I guess that question was the mayor. Okay, so.
Good evening, I'm for the mayor of the community. My concern has to do, you speaking of rape cases and what have you, you should report them to the PCC. What is the police more involvement in this MOU? I also want to know, concerning the garbage, you said that the CDE, we should monitor them, but we have other entities like Zoom Lion who are about collecting garbage. How can you reconcile this also? You asked us also to select 5 persons, 5 volunteers. I have a community that has 15 blocks. Can the 5 persons do the work within these 15 blocks? Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening, Honorable Mayor, and everyone here, community leaders, all protocols observed. My name is Esther Rufus from the VOA community. And firstly, I want to say thank you for this far-sightedness. I think at one of our town hall meetings that came with, I did mention to you about this same garbage issue. And thank God today, from last year to this, we have come to this point. In the presentation, one thing I want to get clear is, you said that we should have sites for garbage. And you're going to have CDEs doing this garbage collection. I stand to be corrected. And my understanding of CDEs usually go door to door from Central Monrovia Point. Are these CDEs going to come door to door? And so, what if 5 persons will be doing for the rural communities? Thank you.
Much for your questions. The first question was, how did you do the baseline survey? Baseline survey is usually done in numerous ways. Acknowledging the project background, as he made mention of, You can either go into the community to sample views. You can either go into the communities to sample views or to ask questions indirectly. The other thing you can do is to get questionnaires, to give it to people so that they can write and say what their impressions are about their communities or what they need to be done or what's supposed to be done that is not done, blah, 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 blah. The other thing is you can have a forum, either in the community or create a forum to solicit views. One of the things the PCC has done is to create two very important programs to sample views from community dwellers. The other thing is, every day, the community leaders we interact with. If anybody here can bear me witness, what is the number one thing that people in the communities in complain about? Garbage. Is that evident? Do we need to go and ask people one by one in the community to know that the major thing we need to deal with in this is dirt? Okay. So sometimes those are simple ways you can get your samples to start working. You understand? There are several ways baseline survey can be done directly or indirectly. Okay. The next thing is he asked about the SMART analysis, which is to be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. If you look at the project, we said we need this project for posterity to come. Even long after all of us are gone, we want it for our children's children. We don't want it for now. What happens if we do the project elapse? Do we think we still need another generation who needs this kind of project? Especially now that our democracy is emerging. Okay, so what we can do is to put a time. Say, in 1 year, this is what we want to do, right? It depends on you, Mayor, and all of us to see to it that this analysis is right. It depends on all of us. And what the strategies we have employed in this project, they are very simple strategies. Very much achievable. Very simple and achievable. The our only worry is cooperation. Am I right? Thank you very much. Let's see.
Is the 12-month timeline achievable? Was that the next question? I think it's very achievable. Like Ms. Anderson said, the thing that we need most from all of you in this room is cooperation. Cooperation, vision, and strategically doing what has been requested. This is going to impact the lives of all of you. Most importantly, it's going to impact the lives of your citizens that are in your various communities. So I think it is achievable. Thank you. You report breakthrough? Was that a question? PCC or LNP? It would, first and foremost, yes, it would go to the police. You see, rape is a very delicate situation, and I will say this for many reasons. I will start out with the basic forensics, which I don't know if many people are acclimated with. When a woman is raped, there are certain things that you call specimens that are on her body that the police need to have access to. Whether that is scratching her skin, whether that is semen that's within her from the man, discharging her, there's so many different things. Forensically, that she needs to report to the police first. Then it can be reported to the PCC. The PCC would then actively get involved in this matter with LNP to make sure there's a solution to the problem. And not just the problem of the woman, but the problem of the community, because if one woman is raped, the entire community is raped. Thank you. CBE. Yeah, I understand this. I didn't understand the question about the CBE. Right, but the CBE is going to do collection. That's what community-based enterprises are. They come door to door, house to house, to pick up waste. And you don't necessarily have to have one CBE. You can have multiple CBEs working in a community. It depends on the capacity of the community. I think somebody mentioned we have people like Zoom Lion. Zoom Lion in its own right is considered to be a CBE, but they're mostly considered to be a waste management company. A community-based enterprise is usually a small entity that comprises of a small number of people that employ people within the community under this umbrella to remove waste from within your community. The whole purpose of a CBE is to remove waste from door to door and bring it to the central dump site so it can be removed either by the city or by the larger contractor. I want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything else.
She asked about the 5 persons.
The 5 persons, well, as we stated at the beginning of the program, the 5 persons will be taking on the models of 5 employment opportunities that work in the corporation. Community services, waste and sanitation, city planning, enforcement, and technical. Those are 5 departments that we have under the city corporation. 5 very important departments that play roles in the city on a daily basis. Many of you may know or may not know, these 5 departments work 7 days a week. There's no resting period. I can call my technical department on Sunday while I sit in the dining office, somebody there will hire with complaint. We deal with the department. The community service, the same thing. The city planning, the same thing. The enforcement, the same thing. And as we all know, the waste and sanitation, that's Sunday and Sunday. Morning and night. 24 hours when I work when it comes to the waste and sanitation department. So it's a very, very important department. All of these departments are very important in the operational effects of this municipality. I hope I've answered your question. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm Philip Wama. My question is, Honorable Mayor, we talk about Paynesville to be number 1 city in this Paynesville the podium. But I'm saying,
Hello.
I'm talking about. The question I'm asking is, we said I want to see Paynesville to be number 1 in this tenure. But what I'm concerned is, we do not have enough school for our children. That is to say that we don't have PCS alone here, and our children walk from the water side, even all the from red light to go to PCS as the goal is already back. But what are you doing in your program that you are already established? And something again, 2 years ago, or later than your friend established the CBS, CBE. She established it. It never stayed either 3 months. She has vanished away, and she left a pile of garbage in Duboro, right in front of Gaga. And we saw about it until we were doing something about it to remove it. And so when the garbage in again, another group came about and brought and carried people around, saying we are trying to register the who want to let that garbage go away. And many people register, but immediately they vanished away. We never saw them. So they completely we the leader. What can you do about that? So I mean, we need somebody who can register themselves and have the paper to go and say this is what we want to do. And the next 2 each time we look, so they were punished that way. So I want to answer that question. Thank you.
When you talk about the public schools in the municipality, that's one of the things that we want to target in this administration. We know that we need to build additional public schools. We've discussed with Ministry of Education. We've also discussed with donors so we can get those in. So we're working on it. When it comes to the community-based enterprises in the communities that come up and they disappear, that's much to my surprise because we have someone in the waste and sanitation department that is, their full-time job is just to see about community-based enterprises. There's a thing that we provide here called accreditation, which means that you will come to us, you will say that you want to become a CDE. Then we start asking for certain documents, articles of incorporation, registration for commerce, your office location, how many employees you have, what equipment you have, what experience you have, what community you intend on offering this service to. Before we even go in the field,
We go to your office location. We want to see where your office is located. What equipment you have in your office. We want to see some data on you before we provide you with the accreditation. So it's unfortunate that the people who have masked themselves to these CDEs are not CDEs that have been accredited by the municipality, which is PCC. Because if somebody is a CDE for you, they need to show you paper from PCC saying I have been accredited by the Paynesville City Corporation. It is a certificate that they will show you. Otherwise, people they can get it the day, I can't actually go cuckoo. I work out the day, they pay me $3 $3. That's not the way it works. It is systematic. Thank you.
Hello. Our brother from District 4. I would like to congratulate our civil mayor and Mr. Anderson who brought the program. More especially our civil mayor has been working for us. Because there will be this city, Paynesville City, we haven't seen the program like that before. So we have no question to what we're in classroom, please. The best thing to do, since you are called out to a knowledge or idea, is down now to put into use and have a plan and put into written writings and send it to us to tell all this. When we come this, 5% want to send them to classroom here. Whether you will get certificate or ID card for those people, that's the question we're supposed to ask. But one of the questions here is, in the process role, you have been completed the project and bringing income. That's all of the questions I would like to ask. But I take up so much to propose that you guys correct. I will support that. I will join in your way. I would like to firstly thank you very much. Because I moved in Paynesville in 1987. I don't think I have seen such a meeting. So I want to congratulate you for that. And I saw all of the code of conduct, and they are very good. And one thing he said, he will meet the lawyer, and when they were approved, and they said pass on to us, that we will pass the same messages to our people. Now, in the community where I live, I'm from Jacob Town, Black 1122D, the chairman, and I'm George Owen. In Black 1122D, Jacob Town has a problem. I did not hear it in the code of conduct. That is, they lack issues in Paynesville. They lack issues. Nowadays, the people go, they bring in cutlasses, they throw in, throwing stones at one another. And we as community leaders in the community sometimes intervene to solve this problem. And it's very serious. We have to go to court, we have to represent the community on that issue at one time, where one of our members almost went to jail. And secondly, it's very good I would mention that all of you know the problem in the community. The attendance in the meeting is very, very poor. People only hear when they distribute rice or honorable comment is coming. And when you see the whole place filled, by the time these people leave, for some armed robbery, the whole place will be filled. But to come and discuss issues concerning the community is very difficult. Very, very difficult. So 8% we discuss the entire community. But they have yet to condemn everything that you are seeing, but they never attend meetings. That's the problem, one of the serious problems we are faced with. But this last issue is very, very serious, and I would like for the mayor office to look at it and maybe include it in their other lists. It's very much important. Let people be able to write the community leader to avoid, confrontation in the community. It's very serious, madam. It's very, very serious. Just last week, the deputy chairman had to go there and intervene. The lady carried over 5 policemen to go do survey. Where is the letter he brought? No letter. The people the police brought to where is the communication from the court or wherever? Nothing there. So we say, y'all go by and give us a communication. We can intervene and see how best we can solve this problem. You see, and they went back after now, they have not come, we're waiting for the letter. You see, these things are very, seriously handling our operation, madam. I want you to please, if you can inject it into your law, it will be better, it will be better and safer for us. It's alarming, please.
Resolution in our community leaderships. It's necessary. We are a post-conflict country, which means that instead of us doing pity talking, we're not talking we want to like we're looking for. Once we do conflict resolution, we teach it to those 5 people in the community, in their various departments, they will be able to resolve problems. Like what you're talking about is something that we deal with in our city planning departments. The person that will train in your community for the city planning department will know what documents they're supposed to bring, who the documents are supposed to come from, and make sure that the documents are valid before you do anything in the community. So these are some of the things that, yes, that will be done during this decentralization program. Thank you. And we talked about Jacob, there was something else we spoke about. Sorry. The attendance in the meetings. Yeah. The attendance in the meetings is something that you and I both will have to work together to make sure we get the people there. Because if we start making drastic changes in the community, the people who live in the communities are the ones that will be affected. So we don't want for them to come back and say, oh, you tell us about it, So we use public service announcements when we have meetings, we use the press, we do the town hall to make sure people go to community, block to block, so people know that we are coming. And if you are not heard during this meeting, that means that you are not there, and we're moving forward. Nobody is going to block the development in this municipality just because they refuse to show up to a meeting. Thank you.
It's enshrined in the code of conduct. It says community leaders shall ensure that those having land or lands wanting to construct building or buildings within a said community obtain permit from the PCC in order to avoid the following: conflict, substandard construction, building on alleys, waterways, or creating environmental threats to the community. So when your leadership is formally given power by the mayor to go on to do what you're supposed to do, it's already done at the PCC. The reason why many people think these things are not visible in the communities is because, like we said earlier on, why this project? Because the PCC need more people and they don't have enough people to work. So when you are in the community, you see somebody buys land. By the time you see them bringing sand, you ask them, man, what they did. You see that they're coming for getting something from the PCC. The moment you know what the mayor show you with the technical and city planning, and you say that go to PCC, you have to see that thing are true. You see the man building with substandard material, he building in the alleyway, he building in the swamp, and all that thing. You bring the people. It's simple.
Okay, we understand.
Thanks for the opportunity. The first thing is we should travel always to start meetings on time, so that will afford the opportunity to address the issues that are. My name is John Gray, and I live in Lower Police Academy. Now, I'd like to make reference to the issue raised by my brother here concerning the way we carry on things. I'd like to really appreciate it because I think everything must have a beginning. But I think there are technical things that need a good beginning since we are not very technical in the communities. And the issues that are being brought here today are issues that will help the community leaders to take responsible position in the community and to help manage leadership. Notwithstanding, I think because these things cannot be punishable beyond mere warning and the rest of it, I think if they generate from the community leaders, from the community dwellers, the leader will be in better position to exercise those kind of authority. For instance, I just saw that he said if one wanted to construct a building, you should get some permit from city corporation or the people who are involved at least with the construction things around. If we have discussed that in the community and the community dwellers there have brought forward these suggestions, we put to city corporation and city corporation have come down with these findings, a whole better in the community. Now what has happened here is that you are giving out a standing order that will take the community people and try to educate them on what's supposed to be, because those are some of the things, genesis of the problem we have there. But having said that, I'd like to just find out one or two things. Certain corporations do have what they call council. I'd like to know if this certain corporation has council and how the council members are selected and appointed. I'd like to know that because from all the introduction given here, I see our people talk about the city mayor herself taking the bull by the horn. But no credit is given to the council, so it means that maybe there's no council, or if there is a council, that council is not working effectively. We'd like to know. Having said that, there's one issue that I waited for this opportunity to bring to the attention of the mayor. I hear today that the mayor is asking community dwellers to take responsibility. I mean, this is good. Sometimes ago, Lower Police Academy community took some responsibility and wrote the mayor's office requesting permits to use some portion of wetland to construct a community center. I guess that request met the mayor's office. From the response the community got, I think it annoyed the mayor's office, because the letter we received was very harsh, and the mayor invited us that if we attempted any such thing, she would go and demolish it. We'd like to know now whether we have now jumped over that. Lastly, please let us have these documents so we can study them and then be able to address them adequately. Thank you very much.
Construction permit is something that has been in the ordinance from the sense of Paynesville City Corporation. This is not a new administration thing. You are to get permit from PCC before you build your building. That one I ever since the ordinance rule. It is just the fact that we are creating more awareness on it, because this will help us to model our city. We have issues about alleyways. A lot of times we have issues about alleyways. Community leaders will complain, we can get a siren, we can get a fire truck, the ambulance. It's because people build on the alleyway. How they build that, they do not come to get a permit from here. If they give a permit from here, I'll tell people to go see a demarcation and tell them, no, that one alleyway. Secondly, wetland is not for construction. That way, it's not a PCC new administration thing. Ever since, there are three things that wetland you can't dump. Wetland is not dirty. So you're not supposed to use wetland to dump dirt in it. Secondly, you're not supposed to use wetland to construct in it. So if the community identify a dry land, a legitimate property that is government, then the city corporation can adequately handle that. But when it's wetland, we can't be telling people don't pay wetland, don't give me permit for people to pay wetland. The contract means exactly what we do at the city corporation. On the issue of documentation, obviously, after someone just come and say they wanted a presentation, so after we go into all of that. Thank you very much. We go for questions.
Yeah, since they are right here, are we allowed to take people from the hierarchy, that is the leadership form? We are from the community, Koko factory community, East. We say East because Koko factory is divided into two. The people across the road, and the other people behind Koko factory. So we are there as the leadership, and I am the financial secretary. So I want to know the people that will be taken will be from the hierarchy, or will take people from the community, or are we allowed to take people who are working or people who are not working? I would like to know that. My second concern, I want to know the complete mechanism in the community in case something happens. How do we carry on the report? Complete mechanism. How are we going to do that?
Okay. Yeah. Let's respond to that quickly before we go forward. Let's respond to that quickly. Partners will be introduced to those who will be representing them. The report will come from you to the department. And the department will also respond to you from the report rating. However, every month there will be a report generated for the decentralization consultant for monitoring purposes. So there will be a direct communication between you and the department head and other staff in the department. Basically, it becomes like for those working center planning, voluntary center planning, but not different from center planning staff that reports to the boss on a daily basis or a monthly basis.
Our workers, employees.
Okay, now, next one. If you're working or in a hierarchy, what we want for the community leadership to do is to send us people who can work, people who will be able to deliver, people who will be available. We don't want people who to them say, come for meetings and you have 3 or 5 engagements to attend. No. We want people who are accessible easily. That's why before we close, we'll put a PowerPoint presentation so you see the criteria again. Once they fit the criteria, we'll accept it.
I would like to thank the presenter and the mayor. I just got a blank calendar from Morris's Farm, Koko Factory, and Theater Road Community. I grew up in Paynesville like the presenter. I got a question on his strategy. Now, I'm looking at the legal aspect. It says no community leader shall engage the media on issues relating to this agreement, except discussed by the parties or authorized by the PCC. Do you think that this will kind of conflict with liberty, the Constitution? Because any law that, you see a lawyer look at it, any law that conflicts the Constitution, then definitely the person will have an argument. If the person wants to make a statement, he doesn't have to come through you. I'm just asking on that.
Okay, let me say this thing. Representing center planning, for example. If there's a case in the community on center planning, there's community dispute, you don't just go directly to the media and start to discuss, oh, I'm the representative of PCC in this community, these people are forced out. No. You have to go through a procedure. The procedure is you have to report it to the technical. Technical goes through the investigation. The thing about PCC is we on our institution that goes directly with the law. The mayor is one person who believes that the law must be executed. So until we conduct an investigation and it's proven, we just don't make statements. That is why that clause is given. It's not that we privately, you can go and talk to the media. No. You can go and talk to the media to any other thing, but if you have not reported the instance to your boss yet, or to the institution, for the institution to conduct an investigation, you just cannot go to the media and make statements. And it's in no way a contravening law to the Freedom of Information Act.
Yeah, let me just add to Jenny. The first thing is image protection. All of them fall under damage control. The reason why this clause is very paramount in our code of conduct is because even if a community leader is affected, at the end of the day, well, you should remember that the person carries the image of himself, his family, the community, you, and me. So
he or she also carries the image of all of what I've named, plus Paynesville City. And this has become a legal document that we will walk by. It's our Bible. Our Bible down and our walking stick. Because the same way, when you agree to this code of conduct, you will not allow for the mayor to just get up and go say something on the radio about you when it's not true. When she investigated, the same way you should think that you don't want to scandalize the other party at the end of the day because you think the reflection will be going on that person, but remember, you are a part and parcel of that community and that city. And that's a very serious mistake we make in Liberia. People part of institution, people part of, something, and they think it's a fun thing to go and make it look bad. But you forget to know, every time you put your hand on and say, hey, God, why I was born in Liberia, man, I should have been born in America. You have already put a curse on yourself. So that's just a simple analogy.
Good evening, everybody. Everybody, let's go first. I come from the chicken farm community. It's actually let me commend the jurors for working so far. And I'm also urging you and our team to welcome as well. For the 2 times I sat in the video before, I told it that time when I was there. My question has to do with the 5 persons or volunteers who are to be sent by the community. And in the case when you have the CDs in the community, after they are doing the IPO or Koko, sorry, after they are doing the certificate of accreditation, and the CDS is within the community, identify individuals responsible to monitor the activities of the CDE. That's the question.
Number 5 that is there for waste and sanitation. There's a APCC one is solid waste management. But waste and sanitation are one person in the community will be responsible for that. That one person will be there to monitor CBE activities, dumping activities, everything that has to do with garbage and waste management. That one person has responsibility. It's a simple we're talking about people bidding and getting permit. In the bidding, the community will permits, the person who is representing technical and incentive planning. That person will be responsible to do that one. To monitor everything. Wash team, the wash team in your community. The person who links your wash team with the PCC and PCC links them with police is the person who will be there for the enforcement. So you understand what I'm saying, right? Wait, we have one more question to
I want to take the time, first of all, to congratulate you on this decision coming for total actual results, and we hope that the period that this program is going forward will continue the aspect. On behalf of the community, I serve as chairman, Think of Village. I want to tell you thank you. We had our election in November, and you were written to serve as one of the co-launchers in our inauguration, which took place last month. Sorry we did not see you, according to the information you traveled. And during our induction program, we decided to raise funds for the construction of our road. The process is on right now. So we over something that was supposed to come from. Just a reminder. Okay, you just I just heard, it took some time to attend some of the meetings, and when some of the people come up, you start to ask yourself, this thing been happening way back, and I don't know. From the day I got to know myself, I didn't grow up in the music Europe. I understand that public works responsible to give permit for construction. Only today I'm just hearing that PCC also responsible for that in the building. Maybe the PCC. Now, what happens if dweller decide to construct and we approach you and then you show a permit for public way and not for PCC? Should we allow that person to carry out construction? Okay, because like what I'm speaking about right now, we have a lot of like women said and land situation. We've been happy to solve it. And maybe when you get in my community, you investigate, you know how far we go. Even the other issue, I'm into it personally. So we also need your help in that direction because every time you go to public work, I don't know if you broke it down, everything. Right now we have serious other situation in our community. Thank you.
From Canada to Arato. Yeah. For executive laws for Arato, take us to this force within there, right? We'll take us to this outside. So for the community that will need executive laws for Arato, please note that we're coming to Wembastown on Saturday. Please, I'd like to reiterate that for those who keep late. From executive laws for Arato, move on this out for question.
Hello, my name is Josephine Parker. I'm from the Paynesville community. I just want to start and listen very well. He said that the PCA is lacking of cars, and then the CPE will be empowered to do a piece of work. And I will be having my garbage like maybe 2 months, 3 months. No car will have picked the garbage up. And you know what will be happening to me? I'm the head of the CPE or I'm the CPE in person. And you know how community people can talk. How do you address this?
Hello there, everybody. That's good. We are here for business. And my question is going directly to the mayor. And are we here for play or we are here to work? She will answer later. Because I have been here for meeting more than 2 or 3 times, and we have requested for, or I have requested for garbage can, and which I have not received. So I don't know whether the old paper will be thrown away and we are going to work on the new one. The next thing, and there are a lot of important things that are happening in the community. Some of us have been here and we put forth and which they are not seeing or respond for it. So the old paper, I know it's true, but the new paper, we are looking at it strongly that we should wait and we should get something result from it. Then, all the things people talk here, about this garbage can, about this, that, maybe in my ear did not hear it. I didn't hear anything about education. So you want to tell me that often can I give education to the youth? I never heard anything on that paper that they were put on the wall. So I would like for our mayor to talk about education here for the youth. It's very important. When the nation is not educated, I'm very embarrassed. Thank you.
First of all, number 1, this decentralization plan came as a result of the same community meetings we had before. People said, community leaders said, that the community leadership is not empowered. We now get power to do anything in the community. We want to work while our hands are short. PCC say, okay, from the CO paper, let's extend your hand. Now, extend your hand, extend your hand now. Even at the garbage bin, not there. But all of the things we've talked about in the old meetings is the ones that we are now working on now. We're taking it step by step. The mayor is definitely going to address it.
Question about addressing the mayor, please.
What is the gentleman that just stood up on what people are talking about?
I talk about one who back outside there and I approached you for garbage. He said, oh, we are going to make sure you get it. But since that time, they have not gotten it. So I said, that's the whole paper there. I was going to work on the whole paper. Okay. That's right.
Okay, you see?
And my name is Jerome. Mission Community.
Okay, good. What about Mission? Where are you from? You see, it's not your
That's one thing I don't do. For me to tell local mission that I will make sure that we get skip in your community, that I mean, it's not me. We even had a skip in this community. We had a young woman right here who moved it across the road. Everybody was jumping. It was unfortunate to the point that the contractor who was online at the time had a breakdown in the system. But you know something about us, we get patience. We understand sometimes everything will work. All of us in the time we all get generated to our house. Some of us can afford, some of us cannot afford. When the filter gets guided, you can change it or you can put the generator and you can't change it. When you need spark plug, you can take the spark plug or you can call somebody to plug the spark plug inside. Now what problem? When the bucket was there, it was getting filled. Soon lying that machine broke. For a long time, the company can't pick up the skip. The whole community is taking black black. They won't get a skip yet, the skip overflow, they won't come pick up the tank, this one, that one, hala. When the contractor was able to come pick up the skip, they keep picking up the skip, they carry the skip. Just because they put that breakdown inside the system for a short period of time, when we started the divorce. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But like I said, I will not make a promise that I'm not able to fulfill. The city corporation does not have the capacity to pick up waste from anywhere in that capacity that you see some lying and it's actually just picking it up from. You know how much was the bucket costs? $3,000 for one bucket. The same bucket we've been talking about when they put the community, you don't put fire inside or blue, by the time you tell you about fire inside. $3,000 for each skip bucket. These things are expensive. When you see us coming in various communities saying we won't move the waste, it's because we are concerned about our citizens. That is why we can't move the garbage. It is our responsibility, yes. But it's also your responsibility too. You are citizens in the municipality. You should be concerned of the people in your community. We able to stretch our outlet for so far. The government of Liberia will help us for so far. But you have to have interest in your people. That is why you are leaders. The woman who spoke about the CBEs, what you are supposed to dispose. This goes back to the statement that I made about accreditation. Why you must come to the city for accreditation. CBEs dispose at the landfill. You are a bona fide Liberian business. When you pick up your waste, if that ain't wheelbarrow, you take it up, put it in a truck. For the truck, you carry it to the landfill. When you reach the landfill, you pay a fee to the landfill for disposing in the landfill. Why? Everything costs money. To run that landfill on a daily basis, I'm coming from River City Corporation. I worked there for 3.5 years. I know what it costs to run a landfill. Everything now fees attached to it. So you don't dispose in the community. None of y'all here that assuming you dispose in the community, the money that you are paying to them, to pick up the bag from your door, they will pack that money together and carry it to Waytown to dispose in the landfill. They are not to dispose in your community. The skip buckets that you see inside the city is a courtesy from the Emergency Monrovia Urban Sanitation Project under the World Bank. When the World Bank came up with this project, Paynesville was not supported in any way, shape, and form when it came to waste management. It's just so happening we were fortunate at that time to be the administrators of River City Corporation and say that you have to do something for Paynesville. My predecessors did not fight for anything for this municipality. The city of Monrovia stepped in and said, look, we have people living in this city, we need to collect the waste. Even if we collect the waste every 2 days, every 3 days, we have to collect the waste. That's why we have skip buckets in the city. It's a courtesy. The city of Paynesville, who have the money to pay work rate to pick up our thing?
The government of Liberia pays World Bank. There's a contribution that's made to World Bank on a monthly basis to pick up our dining Paynesville and pick up our dining loads. We, the administrators of the city, we come in and we make a complete mess that we are trying to pull together to make the city a better city. Before this month is over, we're supposed to be getting equipment for this city. Garbage trucks that our sister city has donated to the city of Paynesville. So we are working tirelessly, day and night. We think of what we can do for this city, how we can use the city for, how we can do this one, how we can do that one. There's so many things that this city needs. Some of you living in the community, you don't have LEC. You know how many people out here who have LEC, who have LEC? We want to fight to make sure that you'll get LEC. We want to make sure that you'll get running water. We want to make sure that you'll get yeah? But most important, we want to make sure that your communities are safe and habitable. Because if it is not, we will die. And we will not have law. Because when we have law, we will have law. We are here to serve. But we are always thinking of ways that we are able to help you help us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
They came up with a cost that we still have. If I can recall, it's about 6,000 plus to open the alley. We want the alley open from Gobacho, from the other side of Kobacho, where we have the quota coming to the market. From there, Haiti and Zese community, because presently we are completely blocked up. What entrances going to Kobacho or no exit. So we want to know whether PCC can come in to help us too, or whether we are responsible 100% to raise our own funds to do that. My second concern has to do with the garbage. 95%, if not 100, of garbage from in the Paynesville area, especially the Kobacho market, are created by the marketers. These are people who, most of them do not live there, but some of us buy our product and then doing normal days. And our house is not something that you can take like a handbag to carry. So we find ourselves confined there, we cannot leave to go anywhere right now. So we try to make it the best place to be. When the marketers are giving us problem, they take money from the traders and they do not do their work by collecting the garbage. As a result, those selling will leave their die and say, oh, the LMA collect money from us, they collect fees and they do not do their work. So we are now responsible. We will live in there, we suffer it. Sometimes we clean the places, but when you look, it's dirty again. So my appeal to the PCC is to come down high on the LMA. There should be some standard put into place, some mechanism that they will be responsible to clean the environment of Kobacho, to make it a decent place. They are not seeing that when market somewhere you can't be clean. You can be clean. The next one has to do with the toilet facility. They got something they call Black Bear Association. People do not have toilets. And they will just wait and just send the plastic, the oil around the place that will make the place nasty and dirty. So who cleans it? So I urge PCC, you go around the community, find out if people can process before toilet, because you can cook anywhere. You can even cook on your porch and sweep, but you cannot go anywhere and just say no. So toilet is very essential in having a house. Without toilet, that house is not a house. And we found out that at the end, most of the people that they depend on the night to send feces to other people, to their houses by way of plastic bag, which is very, very inhumane. And then when it comes to the toilet building, we do not want people building toilet all around the place. They see where you can take one piece of spot to build the outside toilet. You can still add it to your house. Because if you say everyone should have a toilet, we tell you say, oh, I want building outside and so they to pay for wash shopping. And the place is filled, they don't even clean the toilets. So we count on PCC to please try and
Two, Koko will handle the issue of if the community leader get a leave. Koko will handle that issue. The third one of the program was if working people can come. Now, I want you to understand that communities are very large. For you to effectively carry out the work, you need to have the focus of your community. Now, if I'm working and come from work at 5 o'clock, when people can come, they must. And they tell me to work. When people will don't be there, and they tell us I'm serving as my secretary or I'm serving as Yabo. So you want somebody who's in the community. Who can, when you see somebody there, you know that person really wants to do what he's supposed to do. When that person jumping there, you know, you see a person jumping there, you do what he's supposed to do. We don't want people who will rely on hearsay to carry on their work. And then you come from work to this man and say, oh, my man said to come down there and say, I can't go for that person. No. We want somebody who will be in the community to do that work. Koko.
Very vividly, to all of us, we don't have money. That's the first thing I want to be very clear about. I was reading about the success of the United States of America, the dream. They play everybody will know. Anything that women talks, it wouldn't mention America or Ghana, we tell you. But there's a state in America, Boston, Massachusetts. There's a place in Boston called Massachusetts, Boston, Mass. For those of you who are reading about America, who can hear about America, you're not good at before. In Boston, the people were facing serious problems in the state. And then, their security was at stake. The crime rate was not easy, just like in California, or in Los Angeles, or in New York. So, it's true. They said the only thing we can do to deal with this situation is to put ourselves together and make sure we ourselves arrest the crime and turn it over to the police. People, the first question that came up, they will pay up. And the first question that came up. But great patriots have shown that wasting your blood and your sweat, your time, your effort, your resources, and your energy is only worthwhile when you can do it to affect your generation positively. Money is good. Material things are good. But what are they when they cannot affect your community positively or affect somebody else's life? What do you want your name to go down in history for? So to be able to also give it peace, citizenship, and war, to give it to his community leader. Tomorrow there will be a movement, your children will come and see. When your child still has to come to be representative, everybody will go vote for them because you sow that seed. You understand what I'm saying? So we want to be clear, we don't have money. The next thing is, we pay them. The people who are working in the community, most of them are young people. We want to prioritize young people who are now working on this project. Because we need young people who are vigilant and who are strong. They can walk around the whole community and get in the sweat. You put, and I'm trying to marginalize the whole people. But if you take our father now to go walk around the whole community, before you get to the fire, you prefer. So,
Okay, thank you. Those are the three questions. We now have the mayor answer the rest of them. From there, we'll go to our board of things. After the mayor responds, we'll go to the board of things and we'll be leaving. For the community leadership who has questions about the visit to the different communities that I leave, you can say after to interact with the community service department.
For my job community, You know, according to the ordinances of the municipality, any structure that's erected without a toilet is illegal. This is why it's necessary for us to do decentralization in our government. This is why it's necessary for one to come to the city corporation after you go to public works to get a permit. Because we are going to look at the details of your drawing. And we are going to have somebody monitor your structure whilst you're erecting it. To make sure that you comply with the zoning codes of the municipality. So all those schools that you have in Gobato is a huge community. You and I both know the entire Gobato community is a smaller community. That's the first thing, that is first matter. So even we come in the Gobato community to say that we come in the Bishop Hospital, that's no problem for you. Because if we say we even only added that set, that's not disturbing. Because the government the land is government land. The land is owned by LBS and cited families. So even if we were to come inside and say we're doing it for demarcation, that's no problem. Everybody will be affected. No one will ever stay smiling, I guarantee you. So the same way people lay in back, they say that. When it comes to the markets in our communities, I'm so happy that you mentioned that because that is a very, very important problem in our communities. LMA. We have to make LMA responsible for their actions. The same way when they will not be out. And that's scarcity. Because all our food I come from red light. When we get ready, we got a lot of put in the ground, you put a potato grill in. She put the potato grill in the ground at 6 o'clock in the morning with a bean red light. 10 o'clock in the morning until 5:10 in the morning. She reached there 9 o'clock, she put it on the ground. You sit on the ground from 9 o'clock until daybreak, until 9:04, she picked up again. The one she sells, at 8. You there, you'll see what else. The rat there, you jump over there, they be laying down there, pissing on there, poo-pooing on there, everything. You there, you know. LMA is responsible to close their markets on Sundays. To clean their markets. You go into the market on Monday, they had a level on Saturday, they had a medium on Monday. You know, as the community leaders, you have to put yourself together with us to make sure that the place we are buying our food from is a clean environment. When we go inside the market, they can get us fish for free. No matter how you go to that woman, she's not giving you for free, so make sure you pay the money that you want for it. So why are you not going to buy your food inside a dated place and you're paying for it? They do nothing in the community. Nothing. The only thing they do, they bring down. And then they leave no money behind, they carry all the money with them. So we're all going to work actively together to make sure that LMA curtails the responsibilities they should have. I look forward to working with you on that particular matter. Well, thank you very much for coming. I really appreciate it. I look forward to working with each and every one of you. But like always, my goal is always looking for the help of the problems or any questions we have in the city of Paynesville. God bless you.
Thank you, my dear. I do not have the program, but I'm sure the next thing on the program is one of things, and that will be done by Ms. Salavato in the special projects.
Hi everyone. Okay, first of all, let me just say this, okay? Normally when I think of government and the community, I think of two hands. No offense to all the people there who got one arm. But I think of two hands, because each hand has 5 fingers, right? On each one of those fingers, no You got it one that say, good job. You did great. You got it one that identify, right? The middle finger are the rude ones. We let them discipline it, right? Then you got the other finger here, that is commitment finger. Then you got the small finger, that is friendship, right? All of these fingers on both hands, they can work on each other. Community, government. Community, city. We can sit here, we can complain, but they say, oh, they went out there, the other one out there, now one out there. Oh, where you doing to the other thing, where you doing the other thing? The people makes the community better. You want education? You want help? You want to keep your place clean? Everybody running with me, Ebola? You have to work together. We asking you to help us make your community better, make our community better. I am a resident of Paynesville. I've got a boy here, I choose to live in Paynesville. It's a beautiful city, plenty of potential, plenty of smart people. But we asking you guys to help us, help the community. The fact that you even show up here today, you know what it says? You're willing to help. Then the problem here, what they say, plenty. Plenty. It will not be done in 1 month, in 12 months, in 2 years. And you're not doing it just for your lifetime, you're doing it for your children. So thank you so much for coming. And we beg you, this should not be the only meeting you attend to. We want to see you here. We want to hear what you got to say. It might not get attended to the same day, but we're working together to make sure Paynesville that is #1 city. Okay? So thank you all very much.
Thank you, Ms. Monkey. Been informed by Russians about people from Chicago and the mayor will be with you motorcyclists at 10 o'clock. Please take note of that tomorrow. 10 o'clock, there will be a meeting with motorcyclists. The Jacobtown community will visit your community. One of the motorcyclists issue a punch, right? So the mayor will be meeting with them tomorrow here at PCC at 10 o'clock. Please let them know so that they come for the meeting. And the leaders, please accompany them for that meeting. Thank you very much. The Lord said and done, we started with the silence, moment of silence, and we will end with the moment of prayer. We want this Juanita D. Brown, please call, who is the HR of PCC, and she will be giving us our closing prayer. Let's go.
Thank you, everybody. Let us just smile. Our most gracious God, we thank you again for this fruitful meeting. We thank you for all of those gathered here, God, even our leader who has initiated this vision. We thank you, Lord, and we present everything into your hands. Even those that will be going home, we pray that, Father, you will take control in Jesus' name. Amen.
Remember your submission of the 5 days deadline is the 21st, please. The 21st.